I don't think it's a good idea to stay up here tonight. Oh, you I've just been walking through a sea of ferns and heathers. I'm hoping to camp up near a lake tonight. I actually don't know where I'll be camping. Judging by the landscape, there's not going to be too many options. So we're just going to have to wing it and hope for the best. Seems to be no end to this header. It just goes on and on and on. I don't mind because it's just beautiful, but yeah, I'm hoping for some grass when I get up here, you know. Bit of flat ground, wouldn't go astray. I made it. The ground here isn't the best. It does have a sexy view, but you wouldn't even get a bivvy down there. The plan is to head right up there, and I'll just be scouting for spots from here on because I'm quite happy to camp anywhere around here. I just want to get the tent up, get the tea on, and sit down on my arse. Oh, I'm gonna follow this bank around and see what I can find. I thought that was a duck's arse there for a minute. I thought maybe somewhere here, but no, I don't think so. It's very wet and mucky over there. I think I am going to be very lucky to find a spot up here, if I find one. It's getting fairly chilly, so I'm just going to put on my jumper. There was no wind or rain in the forecast today. Seems to be a windy little spot. So this is a dried up lake bed, which I won't be camping on because it's quite soggy. It's fairly windy down here, it's pretty exposed. I don't mind being a bit exposed. But I'd like to get the views, you know what I mean? Some other day I'll come down and hike up this way. It's just getting a bit late in the day now to be messing around too much, you know. Kind of hoping to get lucky down here. We'll see, we'll see. I know, I have a dirty mind, but sure, look, don't we all? Here's what I'm thinking, bear with me. First thought, put it there, Jason, it'll be grand. No, I won't. People will think I'm nuts. Woo! Second thought, put it in that patch there, which looks fairly mediocre. A few headers in there. So I might take a gamble and head down to that spot there because it's not too far away from a water source. Still got sexy views, and from up here I can't see any other options. See two chaps up here in the same boat as myself. They've just come up, so they might know the place a bit better than me. but this looks a bit tufty. You can't win. I keep seeing little green patches, which has led me very, very astray. I'm right over the other side of the valley now, and I just can't find a flat spot at all. So I think I'm going to have to give up my hopes of having a really sexy view like this one. Like, you look down there, you'd say, oh, there's a few green spots down there. I can guarantee you they're not flat. This little spot here is going to have to do the job. It's not the flattest spot in the world, and it's very exposed, but we'll make it work. I think this might be a lost cause. My corner guy lines keep slipping on the tensioners. That's something I was worried about. I thought they might have been too thin for the tensioners, and they are. So the one that's getting hit the most, it keeps slipping on me, and it's losing the tension. Plus, with the wind blowing the back of the tent, it's just completely caving in where I'd be sleeping, so there's not a hope. You see this corner? See the way it's just bowed in? This is the corner that keeps slipping on me. I don't think it's a good idea to stay up here tonight. Plus, I don't want to be going up there rambling around. There's a father and son up there out for a camp, and I don't want to be making them nervous by me pottering around talking to myself. But yeah, I think I'm going to get wrapped up here. I'll try to find somewhere lower down, but could be calling this one quits. The weather for today was clear skies, 20 degrees, no rain, no wind. I'm not going to panic. I still have 40 minutes before it gets dark. Ooh yeah. So I'm just going to take my time. I'm going to hike down, and if I see a spot that's sheltered, I'll pop up my tent. If I don't, there's nothing I can do about it. It'll just be a pity. I'm not going to film too much of this now because the light is fading, and this camera wouldn't be the best in low light. So I'll bring you back when I see something cool or make a decision on what's happening. Typical, isn't it? I stood here for about 5 minutes, not a breeze, not a breeze. And now the wind is coming this way, and it's coming from the other way as well. It's just being funneled down the two valleys, either side of this massive mound of rock here behind me. I'm not gonna do anything else until I see if this caves in again. As you may have guessed, I've decided to stay, for now anyway, because I'm absolutely starving. It's 9:10. It's going to be dark soon anyway, so if I leave now or leave in an hour's time, it makes no odds as far as the light is concerned. I need to get some food into me. At least if I do decide to head down the mountain, I'll have a full belly and I can just take my time going down, you know. So I've gone around and I've tied knots in all those corner tie-outs because it just kept slipping on me, you know. So I'm gonna have to change out all those when I get home for thicker ones, and hopefully that won't happen again, but I'll have to bring the tent back out in fairly bad weather to test it. I'm using my inner as a bit of a ground sheet for my chair because it's very wet underfoot over here. I was meaning to bring a little ground sheet for my chair, but I forgot. So no for next time. I brought my little Trangia setup just because I fancied it. On the menu, I have mixed vegetables in there, potatoes and a sirloin steak. I am going to have a few goodies while I wait on the dinner because that is going to take a while. I really hope that father and son, I hope they're okay up there. If they're still up there, they could have went down. So I'm not sure. I didn't see them. But I hope they found a nice shelter spot if they are up there. And that they have a good night out. I'm so happy I didn't bother going back up because I'd hate to, you know, disturb them, especially with the young lad there and that. I wouldn't want them thinking I was a weirdo. She's bubbling away nicely. I decided to move in my stove. I just wanted to kind of protect it from the wind. That's giving me steam room vibes. I'll put my little strainer on top just to keep the heat in. Yeah. I have a little bit of seasoning here for the steak, so I'm actually just going to throw that into the bag. $10:47 and the dinner's made. I'm not even going to bother me arse trying to fix up my seat. I'm just going to eat it like this because I'm just so hungry. I decided to zip up the door. I had enough of today now. I have a spark here somewhere. Oh, you Get out. I had left that on because it was providing a bit of heat and it actually made it quite nice in here. I just hit it with my hand. That's everything finished. Everything finished. The tent is trying to kill me. I was very tempted to have another cup of tea, but I think after the spillage incident, I'll play it safe and I won't. Things are just going wrong and I don't need to be adding fire into the mix as well. Oh God. If you didn't laugh, you'd cry. It's just one of them days. So I'm just looking forward to taking my boots off, climbing in here. I have a dairy milk caramel, a fudge, and I have a multigrain snack bread from the ration packs. But I'm just going to stuff my face and then I'm going to get some sleep and hopefully the tent will survive the night. But we'll see. It's definitely not pitched properly because I can't get a proper tension on the corner guy out pints. And the only reason the tent is still standing is because I tied the knots in the little bits of guy line on the corners. So I'm definitely going to have to change them out. It's not a reflection on the tent, but I only have myself to blame for that. But I'll get it sorted. Right, let's see what this looks like. I'm expecting good things. I don't know, but I'm going to eat this and I'll see you in the morning or in the middle of the night. We'll see. Good night. The tent is looking fairly sorry for itself this morning. It's all very dull looking up here. Down there it looks nice and lush and green. And all that. You know, the contrast is very apparent. Clouds are just creeping by. The birds are singing this morning. I'm sure we're all just happy to be alive. The light keeps changing. It's like a window into a better land. To be fair, I think the tent did pretty well last night, considering how badly pitched it was. I'm surprised it stood up at all. It's only 7:15. I'm all wrapped up, usual carry on. I didn't leave any trace. So I hope that you enjoyed this little video, and hopefully you might stick around and join me for the next one, and I'll see you then. Good luck.